it's going to be from the DETV page. What's up, man? Look who I got, Dennis. Look who I got. Back here. We're live on Facebook, so you can share it on the DETV page. Well, we got to share it there. Mark, we're live on Facebook, so you can see it from the DETV page right now. We got a screensaver up. And it's live on TV. No, you're good. Audio time.
It's your girl Shalon, and I am downtown Wilmington in the lovely Deco. And if you don't know, today is Do More 24 Delaware. It is Delaware's 24-hour of giving, Delaware's largest online fundraiser, and it is happening right now. So we are downtown, and I am talking to folks about why it's important to give. And right now I have Georgia with me. Hi, Georgia. Welcome, and thank you for agreeing to joining us. So, let's just get right to it. Tell us a little bit about yourself, real quickly.
I've been living in Delaware for 20 years.
Mm.
I've been an active member of the community. I am a member, I've been giving for most of the 20 years I've been here to the United Way. I've been an active member of a board, a nonprofit board, for the past 6 years, and I'm a mother of 3 kids.
Georgia, as you know, today is all about giving. You know, this is like the giving holiday for Delaware. Why is it so important for you to give?
I think it's important for everybody to give what they can, a meaningful gift, so that they feel invested into a community in a cause that is important to them. And so it becomes very personal, and it allows them to feel not only a part of the community, but that they are influencing the lives of the people and the society in which they live.
So, why do you give personally, and what are some of the passions or causes that you give to?
So I am passionate about creativity.
Okay.
I love a creative space. I love creative ideas and engagement. So I have been involved with the Delaware Contemporary on the Wilmington
Oh,
Riverfront
yes.
for several years now. And I just love the energy. I love the passion of the place. I love going in there and experiencing something that is challenging to me.
So, are you going to be giving tonight to the Delaware Contemporary?
Oh,
Because
very
they
much
are one
so.
of the nonprofits.
Yes, I am definitely giving to them tonight. So I'm very excited for the opportunity and that this gives, as well as the exposure to a broader community for the organization, but also for me to see what are the other nonprofits
Yeah,
that
I mean,
are active in Delaware.
thank you for saying that because we have well over 300 nonprofits that are participating tonight in Do More 24 Delaware.
Absolutely. And I love this. I
Oh,
told you
yes.
I love
So,
this, and I'm
Get
excited
Del-
to learn more
yeah,
about
Get
it.
Delaware Reading is part of the campaign for grade level reading for the entire state of Delaware. We are all about making sure that kids are reading on third grade level before they exit the third grade. You know, that is a major
so
milestone,
important.
and that's something that the United Way of Delaware is really pushing. So you said that you've given to United Way for how long?
Probably for 20 years now.
Really?
You know, it's been part of. I worked for Comores, and so
Oh,
before
yes, Comores is a huge champion of ours.
Yes, and so as part of my career with them, it's always been a very important part of the culture to give through the United
Oh,
Way.
so you know all about giving. So it becomes a culture at work, but is it a culture in your home? I see you have
It
your
is.
children here with you tonight.
Yes.
How do you encourage them to give?
So we try to talk to them about when you get money, you save your money, you spend your money, and you give your money. So trying to teach them, you know, with the little jars around what are you going to save, what are you going to spend, and what are you going to give, so that you can feel that it's important. They see me volunteering, they see my husband volunteering. So it's not only time, but it's also money. So
Yeah,
it's
because
important.
kids don't do what you tell them to do. They
No, they
do exactly
what
what they see you do.
I completely
Yeah,
agree.
I love that.
too.
I love that. So tell me a little bit more about what you do here in Delaware.
So in Delaware, so as I've said, I have my children. I
Right.
have, so we're involved with the schools.
Okay.
And I've been very involved with the Delaware Contemporary,
Right.
Being on the board and a leadership position in the board. I feel that has opened me up personally for more opportunities to experience leadership, to experience new, you know, working with people and just personally broadening my life experience. So I really encourage everybody to not only
Yes.
give, but give their time. And
Yeah,
open
that's just
themselves.
important. But Georgia, I just want to say thank you for stopping by and chatting with me real briefly about giving. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
It has
And
been a pleasure.
make
Thank
sure
you
you
for
give.
offering. I will give tonight.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey guys, this is your girl Shalon. If you're just tuning in, we are broadcasting live from Deco in the beautiful city of Wilmington, and we are talking all things Do More 24 Delaware. If you don't know, right now Do More 24 Delaware is happening. It is 24 hours of giving. It is Delaware's largest online giving for nonprofits up and down the state. So right now I have with me my girl, who is also part of the planning committee for Do More 24 Delaware. Shannon, yes, sorry. So, Shannon, welcome.
Thank you.
So, Shannon, tell me, why did you even choose to be a part of Do More 24 Delaware in the planning aspects?
I felt like we didn't have the infrastructure as an organization to like pull off our own giving campaign, and this felt like a good thing to participate in, a good way to get in on the ground floor and really kind of push the momentum with my agency and with other agencies. So that was the main reason why.
So tell me, Shannon, what's your agency?
I work for Delaware Art Museum, and I am their digital storyteller at the Art Museum.
Okay, so digital storyteller.
Right.
Can you tell us, what does that mean?
So
is that all things like social media?
All things social media, and I'm staff photographer. So yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why the art museum, though? Is that something
For
that
me?
you're passionate about?
Absolutely. I'm an artist. I'm also a photographer. I was
Okay.
a DDOA fellow for 2019, and photography is my passion. Art is my passion. I love having a job where I advocate for the arts all day. I promote the arts. I promote what's going on at the museum. I think what the museum is doing within their walls, within the community, is an amazing thing. And
So tell me a little bit about what they are doing inside the walls and outside the walls.
Thanks so much. All right, on the spot. So they, oh gosh, we have a lot of programming going on. We have, I can't even, I don't even know where to start. So we have lots of, in addition to programming inside the museum, art classes, studio art classes, our monthly events for families and children, we are also doing a lot outside of the community to bring the arts to wherever people are. I think the goal is for the museum is to be a more community-facing museum, and to really spur the arts. And so about 2 years ago, they started a performance series. So this year we started book clubs. The museum bookstore is like trying to be the literary center for Delaware after we lost 9th Street Bookstore. So it's just like they're trying to reach the arts, all different aspects of the arts, not just visual arts, what you would think when you would come to a museum. And I really like that idea. I like the idea that they're trying to be more inclusive as far as the stories that they're telling within the galleries and all the walls. We have a big reinstallation coming this year. I might get the dates wrong because I'm not looking at my calendar at my desk, but about August, I think the reinstallation should finish.
They can find it on the website, right?
Yeah, they can find it out on the website, but we're going to tell stories differently about the art, trying to be more inclusive as far as including more our women artists and artists of color in our collection, and then also on the walls and telling more inclusive stories.
Wow. That's really important. So talk to me about why you think that Do More 24 Delaware is so important to the Delaware community.
I feel like, I guess one thing that I've found within our meetings is that everybody, as far as individual giving, they feel like individual giving is down in Delaware. And I know how much the nonprofits support lots of efforts within the city of Wilmington, which is where I reside. And I think it's really important for people to understand, like, if they give $1, if they give $5, skip your coffee in the morning, like whatever you can give, every little bit helps, whether it's a large institution like the Delaware Art Museum or a smaller one. So I would just really back that effort. I really felt strong about that effort.
Some people forget that, you know, it's more than the brick and mortar. It's more than a building.
Right.
Whatever dollar that you give, you are not just keeping the lights on, but you're actually
paying
impacting
employees.
lives.
Yeah, you're paying employees and including programming and all of that. And it's not just about grant funding. It's not about these large sums of money. Those little sums, like that's how Obama was elected, through little sums of money. So
every little bit counts. So
Absolutely.
thank you, Shannon, for spending some time with us to talk about Do More 24 Delaware.
Yep.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, it's your girl Shalon, and I'm here in the lovely Deco, as you can see, and we are downtown Wilmington celebrating all things Do More 24 Delaware. If you don't know, Do More 24 Delaware is happening right now. It is an online giving opportunity for you to give back to all of the organizations that are doing wonderful things from the top of the state to the bottom of the state. We're talking 24 hours of giving, 24 hours of impact, 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. And so right now, I'm talking to my friend Shane.
Yes.
We literally just met right now,
Just met.
probably about an hour ago. And what I thought was so interesting is that Shane is a children's book author. So Shane, introduce yourself.
My name is Shane Martin. I'm a children's book author, poet, introvert.
Introvert. Well, you're about to be out of your introvertness right now,
All
okay?
for you guys, because I love what you guys are doing with United Way and how you do. I just learned about you guys, but I just learned so much in a little bit of time, and you guys all seem passionate, so I really respect that.
So how did you get into being a children's author? Where'd that come from?
I loved writing ever since I was young. I wrote books, but I never put them out. Like I said, I was always an introvert, so I was always scared to, I guess, put myself out
You
there.
never put them out? So how many books did you had like on the shelf?
Not too much, maybe about 5.
5?
I got
Okay.
5 more
Okay.
after this one.
Did
so.
you resurrect any of them when you started putting
I
them?
am. I'm after this first one I put out.
Okay.
I'm revising them now. I do a project. I'm a perfectionist, so I do it, throw it away, do it again, throw it away, then you put that next product out. So
Okay.
yeah. So they'll be out. Hopefully, 2 will be out this year.
So tell me about the book you were sharing with me tonight.
Okay. Well, the book is called First Comes Love. It's basically a book to my younger self, because I grew up in this area, and I see a lot of kids coming up the same way I did. It shows in their actions how they're not. It's nothing positive to go around. Like, there's nothing positive for me when I was younger. I was real depressed when I was younger, growing up. So this book was basically to bring light and positivity to any kid experiencing that, which is a lot. It's really like, I looked at the numbers, baby. I think it was like 12% last year. 12% of kids were clinically depressed. So yeah, I wrote this book for them, and it has in the back they can write affirmations for themselves, because when you write something down, you're more likely to do it and memorize it and then believe it. So it's basically my way of giving back, and all my books are geared towards that, like mental health wise. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so
Wow. So being a children's book author in the city of Wilmington, how are folks able to get your book, or what are you doing to promote your book?
Right now, I'm going school to school.
Okay.
I read to the kids. I do positivity exercises with them,
Right.
gratitude exercises, social media marketing. I'm still new, so I'm still trying to figure out the whole marketing thing and how to get myself
That's
out there.
okay. That's all right.
Right now, I'm doing the groundwork. I guess meeting people.
Oh yeah,
networking,
groundwork.
coming out of my shell.
It's
kinda,
okay.
so it's like a learning process for me.
You know.
I'm learning and growing at the same time.
So tell me, why do you think that Do More 24 Delaware, which is a day of giving that we're in right now, why do you think that is so important for individuals to give to the nonprofits here in Delaware?
Uh, because giving is vital. If nobody gives, then nobody receives. If nobody receives,
That's a
then,
good point.
yeah. If nobody receives, then nobody grows, and if nobody grows, then you're stagnant. If you're stagnant, then you're dead ultimately. You know.
He's just spitting a verse right now.
Yeah. Everybody needs to receive something. The grass needs to receive sunlight and water.
Right.
The kids need to receive positivity and love for them to grow into good people to then affect the other kids after them. So it's like giving. It's all the process of life. Everybody needs to receive. Everybody needs to receive and give. It's a process of life. It's vital.
And so, do you find yourself? Do you give financially, or do you give of your time? Do you do both?
Yes, I do both. I give a lot financially to just rent. It's a lot of poverty in Wilmington. If I see somebody
Okay.
who needs money,
So that's your passion, is trying to eradicate poverty, or just towards homelessness, helping folks with a hand up, or
I like helping people.
Yeah.
I've even been ridiculed for that in the past for helping too much, giving my last. But I feel like whatever you put out, you're going to get back anyway. So you put out love, you get it back. You put out that, you're going to give it back. So it's like I said, it's all the process of life, everything. That's what I really believe in. Yeah.
So you give to homelessness, or for poverty, excuse me.
Yeah.
And then you say that you give of your time.
Yes, my biggest asset, time. I give my time to the kids. I go to different elementary schools and basically read to them, talk to them, give them my side of the story, experiences, so I don't have to go through the things that I went through when I was younger. So,
Right.
yeah.
I mean, I think folks miss that. That's just just as important. So you give your money, yes, financial support, resources is great, but time is just as valuable.
Yes.
And so volunteering is very vital to the nonprofit community. So I appreciate you giving your time
Thank you for having me.
to the organizations and to the schools. They need all the support that they can get. So Shane, is there anything else that you would like to say before we wrap this up?
Thank you. I love you all.
All right,
Have a
and
good
make
night.
sure, yes, make sure you give to domore24delaware.org, and we'll be right back after this quick break.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, you're Hey guys, we are back at Deco in Wilmington talking all things Do More 24 Delaware. I am Shalon Hawkins and I am so excited to be a part of Do More 24 Delaware. This is our 5th year of Do More 24 Delaware, and so we are starting off strong. We just checked the leaderboard. Do you know that we are already at $45,000 for the state of Delaware for the nonprofit organizations? That is amazing.
Crazy. Amazing.
So thank you for all of those that are giving. Continue to give. Don't stop. We still have 22 hours left to go. Right now I have M with me.
Yes, correct.
And we are here just talking to folks that are hanging out here at Deco, talking about all things Do More 24 and the importance of giving, really, at the end of the day. So, M, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is M. Rao. I'm an academic advisor at the University of
Oh, wow.
Delaware. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
You were telling me that you just finished up your doctorate, or you're working on your doctorate?
I'm still working on it, yeah.
So
yeah.
would you be Dr. M?
Maybe I wouldn't be so formal, but I would be a doctor.
Let me just tell you that if I was going for my doctorate, I would be Dr. S.
You
Dr.
should, yeah.
Hawkins, Dr. SVH, whatever it is.
Good, yeah, I like that.
So you were telling me, so you live here in Wilmington?
Yes.
Have you always lived in Wilmington?
No, so we moved to Wilmington a couple years ago. We lived in Newark when I started grad school at UD, and then we've lived in the Cool Springs area for maybe the last 3 years or so.
Yeah, that's a really nice area.
Yeah, yeah.
So talk to me about Do More 24 Delaware. Is this your first time hearing of Do More 24 Delaware?
It is my first time. Yeah, yeah.
Are you giving today?
Yes, my partner and I both just, thanks to the little flyers that you had, we found the website and we both just donated to different causes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
High five.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so tell me, why do you think giving is so important?
I think giving is important because I just think that there has been a huge wealth inequality in this country for so long. Structural inequality is, like, to me, it's one of the biggest problems that we face.
Okay.
And I think it just is important for people who haven't historically had access to the same resources and the same ability to accumulate wealth in the same ways as others. People have been exploited. I think it's important for people to be able to have access to the same opportunities and just have an equal chance.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're talking about access, and we're in the city of Wilmington, and
Yeah.
as we know that resources are limited for our children that are brown and black children that are here in the city of Wilmington.
Yeah.
And you talked about, you know, the importance of resources, and how do you feel like you fit into that puzzle as a woman that doesn't look like the kids that are in the classroom?
Yeah. So, are you referencing whenever I was going into the GSAs in high schools? Yeah, so we were talking earlier about, I used to mentor with high school gender sexuality alliances, and yeah, I think it's important to, like, as a white person, to acknowledge the historical privilege that I've had and white people have had in this country, and to take that and recognize that because of that, it's sort of, to be a good ally, I think, means to be able to give our time and be able to mentor. I think for me, it's about mentoring.
Yeah, so it's not just about giving your resources, your dollars, like we were talking about earlier with Shane. I mean, resources, absolutely. We can't do anything without money. Let's be very clear. But it also, the time that it takes to, like you said, to mentor, the time to give back, to fill in gaps and holes that the nonprofits don't, quite frankly, don't have the capacity to do. So when people can step into that, I mean, it means a huge amount. It's just as valuable as the dollar for a nonprofit organization. So tell me about other causes that you are passionate about.
I'm passionate about a lot of things.
Oh my goodness, she's about to rattle off a list. We only have a few more seconds left.
Okay, one thing I'm really passionate about is transforming the fast fashion industry. So kind of on a global scale, making sure that people across the world are able to work in different settings where they're being paid fair wages, where we are not harming the environment with the toxins in the clothing that we produce. So that's a big thing that I care about. Environmental stuff too.
All right, I feel like we could talk all day.
I wish we could.
But thank you so much
Of course,
for
thank
stopping
you.
by
Thank
and
you.
spending time and chatting with us.
Yeah, I'm
All
happy
right.
to do it.
Thank
Yeah.
you. So
Thank you.
don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hey guys, this is Shalon Hawkins from United Way of Delaware, and I am hanging out at Deco in Wilmington. And I am so grateful that I got my fellas from DETV that we are broadcasting live with. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Ivan and Dennis, for being on scene today and helping us to capture all things Do More 24 Delaware here in the city of Wilmington. So if you don't know, today is Do More 24 Delaware. It is happening right now as we speak. Right now, we are over $45,000 of cash for nonprofits up and down the state, and we will be continuing until 6 p.m. tomorrow. So the sky is the limit, but every dollar that you give goes to countless things. Unrestricted
also
dollars
all
is
across the state.
right. Unrestricted dollars is is prime when you come
Yes.
to the nonprofit organizations.
Because a lot of times the nonprofits know what they need.
Right.
You know, but when you're out there fundraising and everything, you don't always have control over where the money goes. So you know if you need a new roof or a new marketing director
Right.
or a new van to pick up kids to go, but sometimes you're restricted. So Do More 24 allows people to actually use the unrestricted dollars, which is super important.
So you just heard from Marcus Watkins. Thank you for spending a few moments with me. Marcus has been a part of Do More 24 Delaware for how many years now?
I think this is the 4th year.
4th year.
Yes.
So this is our 5th year. So you've kind of been here from the beginning. And
From
you've
the beginning.
You've seen the growth of Do More 24 Delaware. So tell me a little bit why you think that Do More 24 Delaware is so important to the Delaware community.
Well, first off, I think Do More 24 Delaware is important to Delaware because it's great to build a culture around giving. Delaware is a unique place. It's not like any other state. And if we can build a culture to where people actually care to give back to the community, we can make giving cool. So that's what we want to do. We want to make people excited for this day. When you live in Delaware and someone says, "Hey, I'm going to the mall," you know the Christiana Mall. you know it's not the Concord Mall. You know, no disrespect, it's not the Dover Mall. You're going to Christiana Mall. So we want Do More to 24 to be part of the Delaware culture.
Right, so that people look forward to it every single
Every
day.
year.
Yeah, not every day. I said every day.
I wish it was every day.
Every day, no,
But
every year.
yes.
So Marcus, tell me about this video that you created for Do More 24 Delaware that reached like over, what was it, like 10,000 folks online?
Yeah, it reached 10,000 people in a few days. Basically, we wanted to take a different approach to fundraising to show that fundraising doesn't have to be something that sounds like a tax write-off or something that's just, you know, like something you have to do
Right.
or you don't want to do. Giving and helping others can be fun, can be rewarding. So I
Right.
wanted to capture, you know, comedy and
Right.
fun and make it easy for people
Right.
to give. So that
So
was the
give the folks
philosophy
a little
behind
bit of taste of what it was.
Well, actually, the video was a funny take about showing how basically it was about a guy who kind of like was full of himself and was too good to give. And the girl he was on a Valentine's Day date with left him for that reason. And then he sat there waiting for her to come back, realizing that the right thing to do is to give. So I just wanted to show that it's cool to give, you know?
Yeah, it
and,
is.
And the comedy aspect of it allowed it to garner a lot of views.
So what is the one thing that you thought was amazing about Do More 24 Delaware?
I think Do More 24 Delaware allows smaller nonprofits that might fly underneath the radar to really get their name out there on that day and leverage the collaboration that's going on with the bigger nonprofits. So I want to end with this. In Delaware, whatever your crisis is, whatever your struggle is, there's a nonprofit here that can help you. The trouble is everyone doesn't necessarily know about that. So Do More 24 shines a highlight on those nonprofits for one day to where even if you're not giving to that nonprofit, you know it exists.
There's like 300 and some nonprofits that are participating today.
Yes.
So those that I didn't even know are now that I do know about
Right.
now because they're participating in Do More 24
Correct.
Delaware, right?
So I will say, whatever you're passionate about in your life, about giving to or helping, if you go to domore24delaware.org, you will see that. You will see the profit or the nonprofit or the cause that you would like to help or support. I promise you there's something for you if you care about humans or giving back to the community or Delaware in general.
So thank you, Marketech.
You're welcome. Anytime.
For joining us real briefly.
Thank you.
Don't forget to give to domore24delaware.org. It is happening right now in Delaware.
We're live.
Let's make a difference. Let's make an impact.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Because, everyone always says, they want to see the change. They want to do this. You can be part of the change today. And it only takes a little bit of change. That's all. Whatever you got to give.
Be a part of the
it's all
change with a
good.
little bit of change.
You know.
All right. Go to domore24delaware.org. Thank you, DETV. And we're out. It's your girl, Shalon, and we are here at Deco in the beautiful city of Wilmington, and we are talking all things Do More 24 Delaware. Shout out for DETV for broadcasting live with us, spending a little bit of time, letting us connect with you all out there. Do More 24 Delaware is Delaware's 24 hours of online giving, Delaware's largest online giving opportunity and day. And so right now we are almost to $50,000. That is cash, unrestricted dollars for nonprofits up and down the state. It will happen for 24 hours from 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. So make sure that you are giving. But right now we are talking to folks about the importance of giving, since today is all about giving. And I have my friend here, Mark Duncan. So Mark, talk to the people.
So, talking about fundraising is my favorite thing to do.
Is it your favorite thing to do? Why is it your favorite thing?
Because I love it. You know, I have a saying. It's not about the dollars. It's about what the dollars do for the people we serve.
Okay.
Right. So.
Takes it out of the walls.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Because when we get caught up in that, sometimes we tend to lose why we're doing it. But when we stay connected to the mission, and we stay connected to how the dollars help people better their lives, enrich their lives, it makes it so much more fun.
So, Mark, we'll talk about the organization that you're with in a few moments, but before that, you have been a part of the planning committee for Do More 24 Delaware this year. So tell me, why did you raise your hand to be a part of this?
So I'm relatively,
it's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm relatively new to Delaware, you know, and I am.
I cannot tell.
Yes.
Where did you come from?
So I spent the greater part of the last 20 years in South Central Pennsylvania, mostly in Lancaster County.
Okay.
And so, and that's where a lot of my fundraising experience has been.
Okay.
So when I started at the Community Education Building back in 2017. That was, you know, my introduction to Delaware and to Wilmington. And, you know, like I said, I love fundraising. I love asking for money, and I think
not everybody likes asking for
I
money.
love it.
So like this, Do More 24 Delaware makes it real easy to ask.
I love it because again, it's, you know, like I said, it's not about the dollars. That's what excites me. It's about what the dollars do.
Right.
You know, for the people. And so I raised my hand because I wanted to be a part of something big that gets, this is a, you know, moving into this state, it's a small state, right? So to do something statewide that can have a really fantastic impact on people, I wanted to be a part of it. And so that's why I raised my hand, and I'm so excited. I'm so glad I did.
I'm so glad you did too. You've been a true asset to the planning committee, thank you for being a part. So talk to me about your organization.
So I am the Vice President for Development of the Community Education Building. We are over on French and 12th Street.
Okay.
We are a collaborative of high-performing charter schools, and we provide wraparound services to the two schools that are in our building, so Coomba Academy and Great Oaks Charter School.
I'm a fan of Coomba.
Yes. Both of those schools are in our building. They make up about 1,200 kids.
Okay.
And so we provide the building, we provide the facilities and the security and everything that the schools need so that they can just focus on education. So the library, dance studios, and the thing that we're raising money for right now is our wellness center.
So talk to me about the wellness center.
So we, when you have 1,200 kids in a building, and most of the students are students who are probably don't have the greatest access to quality health care. And so in our building,
and access is key.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if kids aren't healthy, it becomes a barrier to education. And so, and a barrier to learning. So if kids aren't healthy, it becomes a barrier to learning.
Absolutely.
And so what we want to do in the building, and we've already started to do that, we've co-located our nurses in this space, and now we're in conversations with partners, because we are all about strategic partnerships, who will provide services to the students in our building. Now, I'm not just talking about going to the nurse and getting a note and going to the doctor. We're talking about having access to a physician or a nurse practitioner.
Oh, wow.
So that when our students need those services, they come into the wellness center, We will connect them with a nurse practitioner or a physician. They'll be treated. If they need a prescription, that prescription can be fulfilled right there and sent to their pharmacy.
Wow.
If a parent can't be there, we're looking to perform exams via telehealth. So in other words, bring up an iPad or whatever, and that parent can actually be there and be a part of that.
That sounds amazing,
Yeah,
Mark.
yeah.
So good luck
Yes.
to you all, and thank you again so much for being a part of the planning
I am
committee.
so
Thank you
happy
for
to
being
do
a
this.
part of making this success.
Yeah, and congratulations to you. I mean, you've been doing this for a while.
Yes, this is my 5th year.
Yes,
So
and this is fantastic. And I remember my first year. I came to a meeting that you ran.
I
and so I
remember
was
you.
new to Delaware, and I was like, what's going on? And over a period of time, I was able to sort of latch on, and now I'm just excited to be a part of it. And thank you for your leadership
Thank
all
you.
these years.
Hey,
And
teamwork
let's do
makes the
this.
dream work. Yes, let's
okay,
do
do
this.
more 24.
Happening
Delaware.
right
Happening
now.
right
Make sure
now.
you go to domore24delaware.org and give to the cause that matters to you the most. There are over 300 nonprofits that are there. I'm sure you'll find something that resonates with you that you'll be willing to give. Every dollar counts. And remember, this is cash for the organizations. All right? So have a great evening. Don't stop giving. DETV, we love you. You're the best. But we are ending things because I got to go home and give too.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
All right, so you guys have a great evening. Make sure you are giving to domore24delaware.org. And we're out.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, Big Ive, and I'm here with my homie, my sister from another mister.
Yes.
What's happening? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. How you doing?
It's an exciting day down here at DECO. It's an exciting day for Wilmington, but most of all, it's an exciting day for nonprofits.
Yes, for the whole state of Delaware. You hear me?
Now, I know, and a lot of people don't know, but can you fill us in what the Day of Giving is all about?
So, Do More 24 Delaware is all about giving folks, individuals, the opportunity to give to nonprofits or to causes that resonate to them.
Right.
And so what's so unique about Do More 24 Delaware is, and what we talked about earlier, is that it's cash.
Right.
So a lot of times organizations are relying on foundations or corporations or the government.
Right.
And so some of those things, the focuses are changing. People are
Right.
being a little bit more judicious about where they're putting their dollars.
Right.
And so that means sometimes the budgets, either they go away or they decrease. But
Right.
what happens is when you decrease those funds, you are actually impacting people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, but what we do know is that individuals are generous.
Yeah.
So if you think about all of the think about this. If you were to throw up on DETV right now that a child's lost their parents in a fire or something like that, how many people would we be able to rally behind to raise dollars for that individual?
Yeah.
We would have raised tons of money.
Yeah.
So it's the same type of concept. Individuals are willing to give. They're generous. They just need to know.
They just need to know
What they need, what they're given to. And
Right.
so Do More 24 Delaware gives you the opportunity to know, for one,
Right.
all the great organizations, all the great things that they're doing.
Right.
And once it resonates with you, then you can give either through social media.
Wow.
You can give to the website.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the folks are directing you, all back to the platform. But it just makes it really, really easy for
Right.
folks
To give.
to give.
And one of the signs behind it says, "Give where you live."
That's
and
right.
it's that simple.
It's that simple because everything that is raised for Do More 24 Delaware benefits the Delaware community.
The Delaware community. And what's
Right.
so great about that is nonprofits, they really get a chance to get their name out there,
Yeah.
and people get to fund them. So that is amazing.
Yeah, and it's fun. So, you know, it's not, as Marcus was saying earlier, it's not so stuffy. It's not about a tax receipt or
Yeah,
a tax
yeah,
write-off.
yeah.
People are actually, you know, doing videos online.
Yeah, yeah.
Nonprofits who don't ever
Right.
engage on social media are now engaging on social media.
Right.
They can take those tools and those knowings, that experience, and they can apply it to the organization all year long.
Yeah, and the great thing about it is, I think we're 2 hours in, and how much money did we
We're
raise?
over $50,000.
$50,000 in
That's
2
crazy.
hours. That is amazing. And we are like, what can people do for next year? like if they didn't get a chance to like sign up, do you have to sign up for Do More 24?
I mean, yes.
Okay.
You have to raise your hand and say that you want to participate, but you have to make sure that you're a 501c3.
C3, right,
Yeah,
to do that.
that's all, and that
Yeah.
you have to serve
Yeah.
the Delaware community.
So make sure that you are a part of it.
You're not missing out.
Because right now you're missing out on your little, I don't want to say your little, but your little piece of the pie when it comes to that 50 grand right now. How many nonprofits do we have signed up?
There's over 300, Ivan.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I can't wait. You did an excellent job, and just interviewing everyone on this fundraising telethon
Yeah.
here at DETV, and we look more to support
I mean,
you guys.
thank you for always supporting. You supported us before,
Yeah.
and you're supporting us again. And so I think that it's important for us all to do something.
Yeah.
And so DETV is doing something by
Thank
giving
you.
their time
Thank you.
and helping us to share the word to
Yeah.
the folks that you're connected to.
Well, it's all about community. You know,
Yeah.
I'm born and raised over South Bridge, East Side, and it's about the community, especially the community that I
Can you
come
tell
from.
them how much you weighed when you were little?
She gonna play my preemie card on me, right? She gonna play 3 pounds 4 ounces.
And look at this man.
Community.
Like,
Community fed me.
the community did it. You look what the community has produced. Like, no, seriously.
No, real.
Real rap. Like, look at what the community has produced.
If it wasn't for the community behind me, and the reason that we give so much at DETV, give back so much, is because one is not about money. Two, they rallied behind me when I had an idea to just tell positive news in Delaware.
Right.
So now that we have this enormous platform, we're going to keep doing what we do
Right.
and make sure that people get